Christian behavior. Christian behavior, the lifestyle of a follower of Elohim, rises as a grateful response to Elohim's magnificent salvation through Messiah. Messiah is our example. He so consistently lived out Elohim's principles that no one could prove him guilty of sin. Behavior and salvation. In determining what is appropriate behavior, we should avoid two extremes. The first is accepting the rules and applications of principles as a means of salvation. The opposite extreme is believing that since works do not save, they are therefore unimportant. Behavior and salvation. While our behavior and our spirituality are closely related, we can never earn salvation by correct behavior. Temples of the Holy Spirit. Not only the church but the individual Christian is a temple for the indwelling of the Holy Spirit. Temples of the Holy Spirit. Seventh-day Adventists have stressed the importance of proper health habits. Recent research reveals that Adventists are less likely than the general population to develop almost any of the major diseases. Elohim's blessings for total health. The blessing of exercise. Exercise is not merely an option, it is essential to maintaining optimal health, both physical and mental. The blessing of sunlight. Sunshine promotes health and healing. Elohim's blessings for total health. The blessing of water. Drinking 6 to 8 glasses of pure water a day would aid in maintaining efficient, happy well-being. Another important function of water is its use for cleanliness and the relaxation it affords. Elohim's blessings for total health. The blessing of fresh air. An environment of impure air in our outside home causes the blood to carry less oxygen than is required for the optimal function of every cell. This tends to make a person less alert and responsive. Elohim's blessings for total health. The blessing of temperate, drug-free, stimulant-free living. The Christian is surrounded with seductive invitations to use drugs. Even many innocent-appearing popular beverages contain drugs. Coffee, tea, and colas contain caffeine and fruit-flavored wine coolers contain alcohol. Elohim's blessings for total health. The blessing of rest. Proper rest is essential for health of body and mind. Rest is more than sleeping or ceasing our regular work. It involves the way we spend our leisure time. Elohim's blessings for total health. Recreation. Recreation is in the truest sense of the word. It strengthens, builds up, and refreshes the mind and body, thus preparing believers to go back to their vocations with new vigor. Elohim's blessings for total health, recreation, movies, television, radio, and videos. Television and videos make a greater impact on the life of an individual than does any other single activity. The committed Christian will turn away from unwholesome, violent, sensual movies and television programs. Elohim's blessing for total health, recreation, reading, and music. Good music and enhances the finest qualities of character. The bass music, on the other hand, destroys the rhythm of the soul and breaks down morality. Yet there is also a flood of evil literature, often in most attractive guise. Elohim's blessings for total health, recreation, and unacceptable activities. Adventists also teach that gambling, card playing, theater going, and dancing are to be avoided. They question spending time watching violent sporting events. Elohim's blessings for total health, the blessing of nutritious food. The diet Elohim plant consisting of grains, fruits, nuts, and vegetables offers the right nutritional ingredients to support optimum health. Elohim's blessings for total health, the blessing of Christian dress. We should base our choice of clothing on the principles of simplicity, modesty, practicality, health, and attractiveness. The Christian's, the Christian's aim is to glorify Elohim, not self. Elohim's blessings for total health, the blessing of Christian dress, characterized by grace and natural beauty. Christians win unbelievers not by looking and behaving like the world, but by revealing an attractive and refreshing difference. Elohim's blessings for total health, the blessing of Christian dress, characterized by grace and natural beauty. In view of these scriptural teachings, we believe that Christians ought not to adorn themselves with jewelry. The Bible associates gaudy cosmetics with paganism and apostasy. Principles of Christian standards. Christian lifestyle is a response to salvation through Messiah. The fruit of the Spirit is love. The most powerful argument for the validity of Christianity is a loving and lovable Christian. Principles of Christian standards. Living with the mind of Messiah. For the Christian, an attitude of praise to Elohim will keep life's other affairs in appropriate perspective. Principles of Christian standards. Living to be an example. Paul said to give no offense to anyone. Living to minister. A major reason Christians live as they do is to save lost men and women. Principles of Christian standards. Living to minister. Holy living is nothing less than a daily yielding of the will to Messiah's control and a daily conformity to his teaching as he reveals them to us in our Bible study and in prayer.